Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing. We're popping out another live. Show off there. Got a little bit of buffering. Style it back. See if you can fix that there. Alright. What to talk about tonight? We've got a new slide here. See if you can spot it. We're approaching that 1K for our giveaway. There we go. Oh, and what should we change this to? What thumbnail should we use? How about this one? That'll work. Hey, Fluffy Bunny Arsenal, what's going on? You are indeed first. Yeah, everything's going pretty good. Just got back from the shop. We're getting some rain in. So that's slowing some things down. Brought a new slide to show off. There we go. And save. Done and done. Kurt24, what's going on, buddy? That's what I forgot to do. Brookside, how you doing? Alright, quick change again. Quick little refresh. What color's in the middle? I've got graphite black on the middle right, and I've got our white lightning stencil on the middle left. Our stencils are courtesy of Tactical Penguin. Great guys. Good stencils. Oven quality stencils. Hey Pat, how are you doing? Man, you know it. Did my side job today, went out and met a customer today, worked in the shop today, now I'm live streaming. Got that 1K giveaway coming up. Haven't quite decided what we're going to do with it. Some kind of stencil work. I was over in the Reapers channel, and we won a gun belt, so that's pretty cool. Yep, we're doing camo now. Specifically our turbo. Testing the waters, seeing if the powers that be get all mad now that the strip slide has some sights on it. Will they get even madder if I put a barrel in it? Because there's no frame involved, so I mean, in theory, should be okay. Do. I mean, it already has its UPK in it as well. So what's the limit here, you know? Yeah, no serial number, no problem. There we go. But then maybe I do something like this. And all of a sudden there's problems. Well, they haven't bothered me so far, so seems I'm okay with that. And end stream. Giving me some problems here, Frame. What are you doing? Well, at any rate. Yeah, so far, right? So far, I'm fine. As I'm playing around with stuff in the background here. Come here, you. There, you can go there now. Hey, not Denver. How you doing? Welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing, where we turn bars of steel into Glock-style slides. Yes, he did. Yep, Rich got his today. And let's move you. And let's move you. And hey, the FPC membership card. Magic trick. And again, hold on. There we go. Camel slide on a tam frame. What do you guys think? SM19 Turbo in camo Cerakote on a PSA Dagger tan compact frame. Man, I'd be happy to. You just gotta go to the website. The blend sale did a little better than I thought it was gonna do. Currently, we don't have any listed on our eBay. We've got some that are pending, but eBay seems to have a problem with it. If you are looking... Here, let me pull this up. If you are looking for some blends, you can get some through RB Tactical Market. I'll post their link here. There you go. There's their eBay store for RB Market, RB Tactical Market. They have some of our slides in stock. Among a bunch of other stuff. They sell collectibles and things like Funko Pops and militaria, like uniforms and patches. Yeah, I think they have some zooms available. Oh, we pop on there. Yeah, they got some of our old flash slides. They got some Vipers. They got a Turbo. Yeah, they got a zoom. They have a blue zoom. Paul, what's going on? Oh, yeah, I know. The light makes it look orange, but this is actually habanero red. Oh, shit. I fucked up. I knew I was going to do that someday. I touched something. Right my will, Kurt. But we do have an orange slide on our website. It's called Hunter Orange. There we go. Moved it back in place. StifflerManufacturing.com. Oh, they're available to order. So basically what we do is when you make an order, we take a bar of steel like this, and then we mill it down. Then it gets milled down into a raw slide like this. Then we sand it, clean it, and then we Cerakote it. If you're looking for our website, there it is. And if you're looking where you want to get some of the blem slides still, RB Market has some of our slides left. For some reason, eBay is not posting our new blems, and I'm not sure why. So we'll see what's going on with that. Oh, yep, Flying Rich got his camo helmet in today. Rando Wayne got one in. We are doing our slide swap program for Don J. And then once we hit our 1K subs, we're doing a slide giveaway. We're going to give away one of our Vipers. And feel free to ask any questions. We're doing another QA tonight. Thank you. Much appreciated. We are on 663 on the subs. So just another 337 to go. We don't do MOS cut. We do Trijicon RMR flat optic cut. So they run things like the HoloSun 507C, Gideon Optics Omega, Siley Optics Wolf X Pro, and EDG, things like that. Of course, you could always get an adapter plate for the MOS. We do not. We mill them from bars of steel, like this one here. So we take a bar of 17.4 stainless steel and we mill it down into a slide, do all the work ourselves. No, the 507K will not work with it. Doing a cut COA setup from Aimpoint. I'm not sure, Carlisle. Maybe shoot us a message on Instagram. Or if you have a link, feel free to drop it in the chat so we can take a look at it. Hey, Brez, how's it going? Yeah, currently we only do Gen 3 Glock 19s and 17s, and we plan to do the 43 hopefully by year's end. Hey, Debbie Fort, how are you going? No, actually, that is our name, and the Stiffler in American Pie has only one F. But we are well familiar with the jokes. We did briefly, and we took measurements and we started doing some drawings. Start working on the SIG P320. But following what happened with all those cops getting shot in the leg, and of course the ICE memo and the California investigations, we put that on pause. So we're not going to do that. We may still do the SIG P365, I'm not sure. After that, I don't know. Maybe we'll do the Glock 26, maybe we'll do something with Smith & Wesson. Just see where the wind carries us on it. See what our distributors want. Thank you very much, Paul. Oh, nice. Thank you. Which one are you getting? Which model? Which color? Yeah, he's allowed to have his opinion. He's also free to open up his own machine shop. Start making his own slides. You're going to need like 500K to start, though. Oh, yeah, we've got a wide array of color options, so there's a good chance you'll find something you like. But if for some reason there isn't a color you like, you can always go to the Cerakote website and take a look at their H series, their F series, and their FX series. And if you find something you like, just email us, and we might be able to do that for you. We'll probably have to tack on an extra fee for ordering that color, but we can probably make it for you. Right on, man. Get to work. Let's see what you can do. And I mean that with no sass, man. I'd love to see more companies out there building the two-way wall. A lot of guys went out in their first few years. Heck, we almost went out in our first year. Ooh, that was a rough year. That rough year did give us our Viper slide, though. So this one right here, the white one. Also this Cobalt Kinetics green one and this raw one here. All Vipers. Hey, Don J, Flying Rich, what's going on? Flying Rich just got one of his Stiffler slides today. Okay, Rich, I did test. Well, I did test the YouTube waters. So far, it seems to be okay with a build. Let's do this magic. Magic trick, real quick. There we go. As soon as I wipe the condensation off my damn hand. Alright, so here we go. Complete. Seems like we're okay, Rich. Heck, even with a condensated thumb, I still did that faster than the director of the ATF. Or former director, rather. And magic trick again. Voila. All right on, man. Let me know how that Ruger runs for you. Yes, Pat. Yes, we have. And we did. And that's actually where we started doing our gold-plated slides. Which, yes, we made 2 of them. And I'll be quite honest, Pat. It's a pain in the ass. It's a real pain in the ass. Oh, hey, Carlo. Sorry, I missed yours there. We use SCT Manufacturing upper parts kits on our completes, as well as ELD performance barrels and Glock OEM sights. FBA. Thank you, Focus. Yeah, and we'd have to actually. I do have, well, maybe some news, and damn it, I'll have to do another magic trick. Okay, so some of you asked about the. Okay, magic trick it is. Okay. The SM19 Leonidas. Some of you asked about it. Are we going to bring it back? Maybe. And if we do, it might be in limited runs. And it's not going to be cheap. These are going to be, I'm sorry to say, about 300. It's not going to be like our other slides where the Viper, for example, is so much easier to work on. It's so much easier to burr, which is why the price is lower. The price reflects how much of a pain in the ass it is to work on. And as much as I love the Leonidas, I really do, it is far more difficult to work on. It's far more difficult to machine than the Viper or the Zoom or the Hellet. So I'm like, take a look at the Viper and imagine you have to deburr this one window. Okay. Now look at the Leonidas and imagine you have to deburr every little window. It takes more time. You've got to run the machine slower. It's a really cool slide. I love it. I really love this slide. But when you're trying to produce a lot, it's a pain in the ass. Hey, Damian Christian, what's going on? Yeah, we have some concepts for some polished slides and some partially polished slides. Like, for example, we might polish, just the bridges. And there's some ideas we have for it, but it's still a pain in the ass. Magic trick. Hey, Shadow, what's going on? Check it out. I got something new for the live. Oh, yeah. No, you still have to go in there with a deburring knife. And you still have to do some finishing work. Media blasting does quite a bit. Definitely makes it easier. But there's still little things you got to go in there and get. So we might do it in limited runs. Maybe make 50 of them. And then we'll get back to our regular stuff, and then, maybe a little while later we'll do another set of 50 and or maybe we turn, I don't know, maybe we turn them into like giveaway slides. No, we are not going to goals. Our next big shot show. It's SHOT Show. Our next big gun show is going to be SHOT Show. So we're going to SHOT Show 2026 in January. What's better, 17.4 or 416R in the long term? Depends on what you're using it for, but if you're using it for slides, 17.4. I will be with you guys in spirit, and if you guys are doing any lives, I will be happy to join in on those. Got a Gideon Storm for your RXM. Which optic cut does the RXM have? Or which optic cut is the Gideon Storm, I guess? I've got a, well, it's been loaned out, but a friend has our Gideon Omega. Kinda, Pat. So you still have to do the fixtures. So, like, I couldn't just toss, like, the way it's currently set up, I couldn't just go toss a chunk of steel in there and tell it, hey, you know, mill out this into, you know, like a steel target or body armor or even right now, it's not even set up for, like, if I had the files ready for 43, we'd have to fix all the fixtures up for 43. Yeah, it is. 17.4 is stronger, more corrosion resistant. Yeah, we do. Oh no, 17.4 is more of a pain in the ass to mill than 416. You'll break end mills milling. I mean, you could break end mills milling 416 too, but 17.4 is rougher. I mean, if we're looking for like comparable data, the tensile strength for 17.4 is higher by more than double. The yield strength is over 3 times stronger. The Rockwell hardness can be double what it is for 416. 416 is still a good gun steel, and you'll see it in a lot of barrels. For example, the barrel that we have in here right now is 416. It's just 17.4 is harder, more corrosion resistant, and a good example. Some companies use them. Like before we started doing it, I'm trying to think of who was it? Grey Ghost Precision, Zafiri, Zev, Brownells used to. Now they switched to 416 steel. Us and then a handful of other companies were the only ones using 17.4. Everyone else was using 416, 4140, or in the case of like Rock Slide, no one really knows what they were using. It was just bad. That is an interesting question, Fluffy. How do I answer that one? Cost and availability. Yeah, that's... Bar stock is available. Because, I mean, we're not the only... Like, obviously, other slide companies order bar steel, too. But that's not its only purpose. There's plenty of other companies that order bars of steel. So, cost and availability. G23. Wait, hold on. Didn't I promote Rich? Maybe that was Flying Rich Firearms. Congratulations, Rich. Your name is now Democrat Blue. Not Denver. Quick question. The blem slides in the blem strictly cosmetic? No, they're all cosmetic issues. So it could be... Actually, some of the slides here in front of me are blemishes. Magic trick. Okay. So this might be a little hard to tell, but the blemishes, like here's one for example. Let's see if I can get the focus on there. Okay. As I rock it back and forth, right around here, you should see, and on the top one, you should see a little bit of flickering of metal. The Cerakote did not adhere there when it was cured, and so that's a blem to us. And then, of course, this one also has... Here. Where is it? There it is. You can see the little scratches. So your slide might have blemishes like that, but there's also the possibility... Let's see if I have it on one of these. Ah, here we go. This one has one. Now, sometimes when the tools wear out, they create machine lines. It focuses a little bit, but can you see that line there? Right where the recoil spring goes? That's a tool line. So your slide might have something like that. And that's something that just happens, unfortunately, when parts start to wear out around the time they need to be replaced. Sometimes some of the slides get tool markings on them. And it's, just something you can't sand away, and it's something you can't get covered in whatever coating you're going to do. The line's always going to be there. And all your tools have an expected tool life. For example, let's say you put in your end mill, you load it up into your machine, and it's got an expected run life of 50 runs. And so you're getting on your 45th run, and you're like, okay, it's about time to change this out. Because if you don't, you're going to get a tool line, or it's going to break and cause a problem. But sometimes you have your expected tool life is, 50, and then you load it up, and it breaks after 10. And as it broke, it caused a blem. And sometimes that blem might be like, okay, so imagine this metal here, but imagine when the end mill was going in, it broke and then deflected, and then maybe it took a chip out as it broke. So it's still mechanically functional. It'll still fire. It just doesn't look as, aesthetically pleasing. Oh, here's a good example. I forget how this happened, but we got an RMR cover that got a blem. So that you might have like a chip in your slide because a tool broke or something. We absolutely try to get it. I mean, human error stuff does happen. So if you ever get a blem slide and you didn't order a blem slide, let us know. We have a whole warranty process for it, and we'll just get it swapped for you. And it's been happening a little bit as we've been training new employees, especially blem painting. So like a common one that happens, especially when we get brand new painters. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, so this one is perfectly fine. No blems on the front, nothing. So sometimes when they paint the front, they do it a little heavy on the top, and then the paint drips down, and you'll see like a paint bubble on the front, or just excess paint that dripped down during the curing process. Does nothing to the slide. It's just cosmetically displeasing to some people. And it's almost not even noticeable unless you're, actually looking for it. But we notice it in our quality control checks, and then our options are sand it down and then repaint it, but that takes time, or we sell it as a blem. And actually, we're about to get a new painter, so we're probably going to get some more blems over the next few weeks. I have not tried the O-Sight, Eric. Actually, the only one of these two I've shot is the Wolf X Pro. The Wolf EDG I haven't opened yet, so I got to do an unboxing video with it at some point. And if Rich is still in here, I got a Funko for Crumpy. Well, my Funko, but if Crumpy's ever around, hey, we got a Funko. Alright, let's do another little magic trick. We'll take this one out of here. And let's put this back up on. And boom, there she is. I think they have some green ones. I'm not sure. I'd have to go look. We got these ones for free for testing. Siley Optics reached out to us. I want to say the Wolf X Pro was like $230 and the EDG was $270? Probably not G23 because we make people mail the slide back to us for any refunds. I don't think we've ever done a partial. And part of that stems from we had some experience with people trying to do some refund scams a while back, and so that's actually part of the reason we've revamped our entire warranty process. Hey, thank you, Eric. Yeah, Gideon Optics does have green dots, and I believe they're similarly priced to the Siley Optics. Actually, I gotta fix the warranty. Yeah, they ruin a lot of stuff, Fluffy. I gotta add one more thing to the warranty. I gotta add blems to the warranty specifically. Just like bad collabs. We got 2 out there that stole our slides. They didn't do the collab we asked them to. The funny thing is they reached out to us. That's okay. They're just not going to get any more in the future. They're blacklisted. It's like, yeah, okay, we're out several $100s, but they're just not going to get any more future collabs with us. Like, I've already done a double collab with Magazine Magic, Jack of All Trades. Who else? Poppy the Gun Guy. Technically, Rando Wayne and Ghost are doing a double collab, though the first collab they got was from Delta Team Tactical, who gave them one of our slides. So really, they've only ever done one collab with us. Jeff, what's going on? Gunner Kincaid, welcome. We're getting closer to that 1K sub. Once we do, we're giving away a Viper slide. Let's see, how many are we at now? We're at 665. All right, 335 to go. Not much. We got a new slide showing off. Well, new for the live, not new. We've been making these for a little while now. But new slide for the live. I mentioned it. I mentioned the pink slide with purple lightning. Ultimately, it's going to be on what, I don't know. I don't even know what I should call her. She has so many hats. She's like the company's CFO, the shipping manager, quality control manager. All kinds of crap. It's going to be up to her. Might have been Ghost. Is that Ghost with GHXSTT? He has unique spelling. Hey, I can barely get her to accept that we should probably keep making, Leonidas in short runs. She is hard to convince. She's right on some stuff sometimes, too. So, I gotta give her credit. Like the shimmer aluminum, that was her idea. And people liked it. That said, the Jesse James Eastern Front Green was my idea, and people like that. So, yeah. Let's see, we got that tested. Where? When did I reach out to them last? Let's see. Oh, here's Rando Wayne. Okay. So I got to check out Rando Wayne because he has one of our new slides. What did we give him? He did a really good test with some of our slides. I should probably post that video. But he took an AIM surplus, a PSA, I want to say an LFA, and our slide, and drop tested them all. And did some other tests. It was pretty sweet. Let's see. What did we give him? Oh, yep. We gave him an SM-19 Zoom in OD camo. Yeah, we got her. It took us a while to get her to go to the range. But we finally got her to. Nice. Which one in Sniper Gray? You doing ported? Standard? What you getting? The Zoom, the Hellet, the Viper, the Turbo? I've got options. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Ghost. What did I give to Ghost? Ghost we gave... I think we gave a Zoom to Ghost as well. Yep, we gave him a Zoom in Sniper Gray. I feel that, Kurt. I feel that heavily. Whew. Been a long day. I want to port it, but I also love Fax on barrels with their exo compensator. Well, I mean, the upside to ported slides is you don't have to put a ported barrel in it. Oh, you want to do a compensator? Okay. Yeah, I mean, big difference on the Zoom and the Hella is, of course, the top serrations, which you may want for, besides aesthetics, you can actually drag it on your jeans or your belt, catch it on a corner to rack if you need to. Oh, if you find the video again, feel free to drop it by us, Fluffy. I love seeing other people's videos and builds and stuff, even if the... Nice, Jeff. Zafiris earn their name. I just feel sometimes, and like Zev too, it just feels sometimes they're a little expensive for some of their options. But that said, they've got name recognition. People trust the name brand. So I get it. Like, they've been around. They've earned it. Zay Jason, what's going on? So that depends on which model and color. So if you go to our website, stifflermanufacturing.com, prices range from $145 to $270, depending on if you're getting a stripped, complete, which model, which color. Yes, Zay, we're a business, so we will. Stifflermanufacturing.com. We make all these slides. Hell, we just made 200 this last week. Thank you, G23. You're damn right I'll sell him 5. He can get whatever color he wants. I would absolutely sell him. If he's buying 100, he can get a dealer rate. We'll give him a discount. $500? You're damn right. But I mean, you might need to give me a minute. I might have to order some more steel. $500. I could get them to you by next month, probably. Mid August, maybe end of August. Depends on how fast we can get that new shipment of steel in. Plus the Cerakote. You know, it depends on what colors you want. Do you want all 500 in black? You know, you want to mix. You want to do like some burnt bronze. Maybe do 50 red, 50 burnt bronze, 50 graphite black. We could throw some purple in there too. Get some bright purple. Maybe some NRA blue. We get some swag in there. We could do gold Cerakote. Some shimmer aluminum. Give it that silver look. Polished? Nah, we're going to add $100 for every polished slide. It takes too much of my employees' time. The question is, if we start doing black nitride, do I have to polish the slides? And I think I do. Because I've still got to kind of sand them down a little bit. Because like you take this raw one right here, this 17 I got, if you take that raw off the machine and you rack that, you're going to slice your thumb open. So it needs some finishing work. Hey, 910 Danny. Yep, we have 19s and 17s, and we are working on a 43. So that's going to be a pain in the ass. Yeah, if we do the nitride, that might be a pain in the ass. So I wonder if we just contract another company out. I wonder if we could find somebody local. Of course, that if we're contracting somebody, that means we'd have to charge more for the nitride ones. So I don't want to add middle people. If I can do it myself, I want to do it myself. I hate raising the prices on you guys. That said, I also need more orders, too. I mean, our distributors and vendors are going to pick up come fall. But, like, extra money, it's always the individual sales. Which, I mean, I appreciate the eBay sales, but I'm going to encourage people to go to our website. Or in the case of, like, RB, his is eBay, but he buys slides from us in wholesale. So, buy from him, too. So, like, you guys might buy one slide from him, but he buys, like, 10, 20, or 30 from us at a time, so. It works out. If people are buying from him, he keeps buying from us. Oh, heck yeah. That is our SM19 Turbo slide in camo Cerakote. We've got a few different camo options. We've got OD camo, Jesse James camo, winter camo, cow camo. Virgil Hutton, how goes it? Just laying back in this really old computer chair I got to get replaced. Talking about guns. Getting us closer to that 1K sub giveaway. Or whatever questions you guys got. feel free to ask. Stay engaged. Yeah, but the Goodwill near me has been getting all kinds of crazy on their pricing. I might just order a computer chair off Amazon or something. I mean, who am I kidding? I'm going to literally wait until this thing breaks on me, and then I'll order one. Sig down. No, not yet. Currently, we have the 19 and the 17. We're working on a 43. And from there, I'm not sure what we're doing. I'm not sure if we can do that. Well, maybe we could with the stencils for the lightning. We could try it. We could try it. Double lightning. Maybe like a blue and white. Or gold. A red and blue. Stop giving me ideas. Start thinking about stuff. It's like, hey, can we do that? I kind of want to do that. Man, we didn't sell really any of our red, white, and blues during the 4th of July sale, and that stuff was 15% off. And most of the ones we did sell were white slides. Nobody really bought the red and blue ones. So sad. Makes me wonder if I should even do a Labor Day sale. What do y'all think? Labor Day sale? I think I've got a color scheme set up for it. Yeah. Oop. Dropped my FPC card. Oh, maybe that's something I'll do someday. Official member of Stiff Nation. Oh, maybe. Maybe we could do something like that. It's not a bad idea. $5% more on Labor Day. You know, I've had several people who, even when there was a discount, they still paid full price, and I greatly appreciate that. Because that is just wild. Never see people do that. I am always safe, except when I'm not. Have a good one, Jeff. And when I'm not, that's what I got that for. Don't need you right now. Hello, FPC card. Because 2A is the way. Tell me y'all been hydrating today. How are you going to move and groove if you're not hydrated? Going to react to contact, engage the enemy, and break their shit if you're dehydrated. All members the stiffies. Yeah, so Gonzo, he started this. He has this small channel, and he started the hashtag StiffNation. So I might add this to merch in the future. I don't know, because that is just wild. And then maybe we'll do a little membership card someday. Stiff Nation, Stiffy's Army. This is the kind of stuff I used to do when I was doing small 2A advocacy. I used to go around to gun clubs and stuff and get people who, and I'll admit this, I absolutely abused the shit out of my title as military veteran because people trust it. So I used that position, my background, to get people who had never shot before or who were nervous about shooting to go to the range. Because a lot of their whole thought process was like, oh, well, you're military, you know what you're doing. Okay, yeah, if that's the reason you need, to hold a gun and go to the range and break this irrational fear you have of it, hell yeah, let's do it. I don't care what excuse we have to use. I'm getting you to the range. And I let them pick. I let them pick things that they wanted to try because they had misconceptions, preconceptions about what weapons did what and what weapons could do this and that and the other thing. So you could shoot the AR or you could shoot the 30-06 deer rifle. Which one do you think they often chose? You can shoot the 9mm, or you can shoot that 45 Colt cowboy pistol. Which I got one of those right here. Single action. Yeah, baby. Montaba, how goes it? Oh yeah, taking newbies to the range is fun. I even pulled the same thing my drill sergeant did. They're like, I'm afraid of the recoil. You just shoot the AR off your groin, and they're like, oh, okay. I mean, if the recoil's not enough to hurt your nuggets, it ain't gonna hurt you. I always felt like 40 Smith & Wesson was a little snappy. Manageable, but snappy. No, I never believed in that, as I've seen too many funny videos, but my goal was never to make them feel bad, humiliated, or just terrified of it. Like, I don't enjoy shooting 500 Smith & Wesson. I will, I just don't, it's not, I don't go to a range and be like, yeah, let me go shoot 500 rounds of this, No. My first ever gun was a 30-06, and I took it to the range for the first time, and I dumped 100 rounds through it. Maybe more, probably more than that. And my shoulder was killing me the next day. So I'm not trying to make them regret going to the range. But I will give them that option. Like, okay, it wouldn't have, misconceptions about what you're going to shoot. They're like, oh yeah, we should only have cowboy guns. Have you ever shot a cowboy gun? I have one. Shoot it. We should only have these wooden furniture guns. I have those. Go ahead, shoot it. See which one you prefer. They end up preferring the 9mm. They end up preferring the AR. And they just didn't know. Because then you have people out there making crazy claims like the AR-15 is as heavy as 10 boxes you might be moving, and it shoots rounds that can cook deer meat. If you guys know which politician I'm talking about, good for you. You're paying attention. My first was a Thompson Center Venture. So TC Venture 30-06. Yep, G23, you are right. I used to send her postcards. Very big into political advocacy for Second Amendment, pre, during, and post-COVID, before we got into this line of work. That is a wildly inaccurate Mosin. Goddamn. At what distance is that? Like 300 meters or? Damn. Oh, let's do a little. You know, I've never shot 7mm. 667 on the subs. Right on. We're getting there. Once we hit that 1K, people, we'll do a giveaway. I will give away one of these slides. Or a different colored slide, whichever. I actually have to go get a, I have to go get a revolver fixed. I don't know who did it. Maybe it was an act of God. I don't know. I don't know who did it. But a revolver fell and hit the ground. And the cylinder is fully seized up now. So, that's fun. I mean, it's not a huge loss. So I was only ever shooting 38 out of it, but I want to know who did it. Why does that sound familiar, G23? You know, I've never been to any town halls. I've passed through protests and stuff. Hey, Dust Cover Actual, what's going on, man? But I never stuck around, because, like, back then I was still in the Army. And so being near protest was a bad place to be. Why is my camera randomly focusing? What the hell? Let's see if we can fix this real quick. Nope, still doing it. Alright, let's try just that. Man, I'm not getting a new one. You guys need to buy a lot more slides for me to buy a camera. You get my cheap, crappy technology is what you get. It hates that card. Yeah, could be. Which means this camera's a commie. Okay, let's back it up just a smidgen. Oh. I could try. Get up there, card. Stay. Okay, let's try this. Nope. Oh well. Whatever. Okay. You all know to join the FCC. Nope, damn it, started doing it again. Oh well. It is what it is. Thanks for popping in, everybody. Getting us closer to that 1K. Just dropping shit now. Should probably pin that one, shouldn't I, huh? Ah, whatever, screw it. Yeah, we'll do his today. We'll pin RB markets today. All right, pin. There we go. Yeah, if you want a discounted Stiffler slide, he has some of them. Go to RB Market. And magic trick. Hey, Dust, check this out. Okay, there we go. Good job, camera. Do your thing. Oh, yeah. SM19 Turbo Slide in camo. Oh, my viewers are dropping. Oh, no. My viewer numbers are a lie. It says there's more of you in here than there are. Dust, Bunny, G23, Pat, me. Alright, yeah, good crowd. Oh, no, it just jumped again. Alright. Oh, then it went down again. Oh, no. Oh yeah, do that 1K. What else we got going on? Oh yeah, we're doing some slide swaps for some people. They're trading in some of their old slides for some of ours. So if you guys are interested in something like that, we do that for people from time to time. Hey, yes we are. Yeah, I'm gonna butcher this man, but Fleeganitor? Yep, we manufacture Generation 3 Glock 19s and 17s, and we are working on 43s. Oh, there we are. Got a little list of them here. Ported, standard. We've got 4 19 models, 3 17 models, working on a 4th 17 model, and we will be working on the 43. Oh, right on. Oh. Hey, somebody bought one of ours. Right on. Oh, you got an SS80 frame? Yeah, man, build it up. Build up that frame. Who made the SS80? There were so many frames. Now they're all gone. Gonzo, welcome. No, I've had this lower around for a little while now, but we ordered 3 black lowers, one for the 43, one for the 19, and one for the 17. But for tan's sake, I don't know why the focus on this is sucking so much right now. There we go. But I figure, you know, a tan frame works really well with a camo slide. Oh, Glock Store makes it? I must have been thinking of another company. You're mostly going to find jobs around Phoenix and Tucson if you're looking for work here. There's other places, yeah, but those are the 2 biggest cities. More like they were based on Arizona and popped up on my... Oh, okay. Oh, that's good. We're getting in some PSA frames and some SCT manufacturing frames pretty soon. We also have some of the old polymer 80s, and then, of course, some Glock OEMs. That's what we test all of our stuff on. Ohio, what's going on, man? I wonder. That's another one I wonder with like Ruger taking over Anderson if they're going to continue any of that stuff. I mean, they just rebrand it, I guess, but I mean, there's some stuff in Casa Grande. There's a gun show there once in a while. No, that's just where they had GunCon recently, and I know Jack of All Trades went there, FE Ordnance went there, RTT Guns and Gear went there. Sorry, not Jack of All Trades. Got Gamage went there. Got Gamage was on the panel. Gerald Martinez, what's going on? Showing off a Stiffler Glock clone build, as well as some of our slides. Oh, that dog's nails, all clickety-clack. Let's see, let's do another refresh, and what are we at now? 669 on the subs, 331 to go. Once we get to that 1K, we'll do that Viper slide giveaway. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Johnny Propane, welcome back. Thank you, Ohio. Greatly appreciated. I also have to do an unboxing video of that Siley Optics Wolf EDG. Someday. Keep meaning to do it. Which slide will I test it on, though? Hunky Town, yeah, Gen 3s. 19 and 17. And we are working on the 43, hopefully by year's end. Gen 3 love. Which, of course, you can still make it fit on a Gen 4 or a Gen 5 without too much extra effort. RTT Guns and Gear has a good video about swapping a Gen 3 onto a 19X. Same concept for all the others. There we go. There we go. Oh, got more emails. It's almost 9 at night. People still emailing me. Wild. That it does. That's a dagger right there. Why is that still out? Welcome to the chat, Lee. All right. Got that going. And you can go there. Actually, no, you need to go with me in the morning. Yep, actually, we just did a test about 2 weeks back with this Viper slide on a PSA dagger. We were testing out the Wolf X Pro from Siley Optics. They run just fine on the dagger. Oh, we have a website, stifflermanufacturing.com. There you go. Oh, yeah, the light makes it look kind of orange. This one is actually habanero red. But we do have a fully orange slide called Hunter Orange on our website. Right on. Greatly appreciate it. Actually, right now we deal in habanero red and USMC red. We used to do crimson, but since changed it to USMC red and habanero. Oh, nice. Yep, we got several green models available. Mil-Spec OD green, Jesse James Eastern front green. And then, of course, green Bomba for those that like things a little more vibrant and neon. And, of course, got a few tan options as well. Burnt Bronze, Glock FDE, Desert Sand. know when we have the first batch of 43s. That's a good question. I am hoping by year's end, but I don't want to promise a timeline. Because, I mean, anything could happen. It could even be earlier than that, but I don't want to promise anything. I mean, heck, we promised something once, and then our shop got flooded. So, stuff happens, you know? Summer for the 26th, huh? Maybe. I mean, we'd like to do a 26 someday. Especially with that whole 26X rumor thing going on. And if what we heard was right, then it looks like they're really only just changing the frame. You'll still be able to fit Gen 3 through 5 slides on it. Damn it. It's doing that weird auto-focusing thing again. I wonder if it's like a function that you can just get it to not do that. Oh, for our slides? Fly Ignacio? Ours are Trigicon RMR flat optic cut. So they can fit things like the HoloSun 507Z, Siley Optics, any of the like Wolf slides, the Gideon Optics Omega, stuff like that. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. Veteran-owned and operated business in Arizona. And we've been doing this for a little over 2.5 years now. Since January of 2023. And we mill bars of 17.4 stainless steel, like this one here. Turn it into the slides. Clean them, sand them, Cerakote them, all in-house. Everybody works in the shop, even the owner. Knee deep in the machine, programming. So you call us or email us, the person you're talking to is actually working in the shop too. I think that's kind of an upside. Person you're talking to who usually has a little bit of experience in the business. There we are. Yes, we do. We get our barrels through ELD Performance. And so we have standard barrels, ported, threaded, all in black nitride. And we're also starting to get some PVD copper barrels in as well. We also sell parts kits. We get those through SCT Manufacturing. Actually, that's what this build has right here. So the sights are Glock OEM. The barrel is ELD Performance. The upper parts kit is SCT Manufacturing. And then, of course, the frame is a Palmetto State Armory dagger. And the slide is one of ours, an SM19 Turbo slide in Cerakote camo. If I remember on this one, we used Glock FDE, Desert Sand, and Jesse James Green on this one. Johnny. Where'd it go? And you guys can also find our social media and all of our other stores and whatnot through this link here with our link bio. So we've got our website, our eBay store, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, YouTube, Rumble, Twitter, Blue Sky, and then affiliates who also carry some of our slides like RB Tactical Market, Delta Team Tactical, MMC Armory, Davidson Defense. And then if you're local to Arizona, there's also a few stores that have our slides as well. The Hub in Tucson, Mesa, and Lakeside, and Serious Arms up in Prescott. So we're getting around, slowly but surely. XF Pro? You mean like the pistol XF Pro from Fusion Arms, or? We don't have one of those, but these are ours. This is a Stiffler Manufacturing slide, along with all of these. And that's sitting on top of a PSA dagger frame. Okay, that seems to have fixed it. Guess not. Oh, thank you all so much for the likes and subs. It's greatly appreciated. As we get closer to that 1K, we'll start announcing our giveaway. And we're going to be giving away one of our SM19 Viper slides. We just need 329 more. And we'll do a little magic trick right here. Hey look, I did that faster than the director of the ATF. We'll do a little swap here. I think we're going to decide on the color. It's going to be a mix of... They're all trying to figure out exactly what they want to do with it. So, I mean, it could be something tactical or it could be something totally crazy. There we are. Camo back there. And now a white slide. There we are. I don't know. We might do a lightning. We might do a camo. Maybe we'll do a honeycomb. Give away a honeycomb slide. That'd be interesting. 671. That's awesome, guys. Greatly appreciated. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. That's what we're here for. Just doing a late night QA. We're hitting about 9 o'clock where we are. Not exactly sure 100% how the giveaway is going to go, but we are going to do something like a wheel like this. So here's a bunch of names of people we interact with in various social media capacities. So we'll do a live one night, and it'll probably be on a Friday or a Saturday. We'll get everybody in here. Everyone who is subscribed and in the live will be entered. And then we'll spin, and one lucky person will get a slide. And feel free to like and follow these guys too. They're all gun related, doing gun stuff. Oh yeah, the burnt bronze is in our top 5 for like what people buy. DLD After Dark. Of course, this graphite black is the Graphite black is definitely the most bought. But then it goes, you know, like flat dark earth, burnt bronze, USMC red, sniper gray, tungsten, Arctic white, the camo slides, any of the camos, the OD camo, the JJ camo, winter camo, any of those sell pretty well. Shimmer aluminum does a pretty good job. Quick magic trick. I gotta check something. There we are. Quick fix. I just can't touch stuff when there's a frame. If it's a strip slide, it's fine. If it's a built slide, it's fine. But if it's a built-up, complete frame, you touch something, you're screwed. Yeah, bronze is great. Though, sometimes I consider getting copper. Like, we have the shimmer aluminum, we have gold. I kind of want to get copper. And then we have bronze as well, so that's nice. Maybe we should do that when we hit our 10K subs. We'll give away a gold, a shimmer aluminum, and a burnt bronze slide. So, like, bronze, silver, and gold. That'd be cool. Our slide, hey D Brown, how you doing? Our slides range from 145 to 270 on our website. And then if you go to RB Tactical, the link we have pinned, he has some of our blem and discontinued models for cheaper. Oh, I'll grab the link. It's pinned, but I'll just drop it for you. There you go. He has a few of our slides in discontinued colors and some blemishes ones as well. They're fairly well priced. A Flectarn? Oh, I see. Flectarn camo. I think we plan to do a desert camo as well at some point. Otherwise, D Brown, you can check out our website, and we have a lot of stuff there. Though that's at regular price. Yeah, something like chocolate chips. Or maybe, if not chocolate chips, maybe like the DCUs. Which I'm thinking would have to be desert sand, flat dark earth, and maybe mil-spec OD green. There we are. Ooh. Crazy day. Question is, when should I get up tomorrow? 4 a.m.? Probably 4 a.m. Good old 4 a.m. wake up, make some more slides. Sorry if I get quiet for any month. I'm just usually responding to messages or emails. Alright, let's do a little refresh, see where we're at. Thank you all for coming in. Feel free to ask any questions. We produce all of these slides here. They're all for sale on our website and our eBay stores, as well as some of our affiliates like RB Tactical Market. We have distributors and vendors. We've been doing this for 2.5 years. Get encroaching on 3 years. A few more months. Based in Arizona. We mill out 17-4 stainless steel from bars like these, and then we turn them into our slides. I'll have to pick a new range. Fees on this one are getting kind of rough. And it's still a little too hot to go out to the desert and shoot, unfortunately. Sure would be nice, though. It's a lot more fun to shoot out in the desert. I could do a lot more. Could do some drop tests on those optics there. It's just a little too hot right now. Sure would be fun, though. Oh, we have a military background. We are military, or veteran owned and operated, rather. We have some of our guys who have been in various shooting competitions, law enforcement training. So we got a wide field. Brand recommendations for a phased plasma rifle. This is going to take some thinking. You know what, Ben? I think I got it. You're going to have to go to the Van Graffs in Vegas. Yeah, so stay clever. Go to the Van Graffs in Vegas. Pretty sure you can get some plasma weapons there. You'll be good to go. D. Brown, is the channel liner already in the stripped blem? For ours, typically no, but I do believe RB Tactical has one stripped blem with the channel liner in it. Let me check. And that's because that one's a funny one. Is someone had ordered a complete slide from us, but then they canceled. And so, like, once you install the channel liner, it's like, well, we weren't going to take it out. And then he ended up buying it from us for his store. Yeah, it's a shimmer aluminum that has the channel liner in it. The SDK 100, the Rock Island Armory 100? I don't think I've ever tested that. If it's set for Gen 3 Glock 19 and 17, then yeah, that'll fit. Okay, it's a Gen 3 Glock 17 clone. Okay, yeah. So our SM17 slides, like this one here, yeah, they'd fit. I've never tested it, though. I'd be interested to know more. Like, if someone does that. Let me do some search on this. The STK. Let's see here. The answer is maybe. Apparently, you cannot do traditional slide swaps with the STK. Even though it shares some similarities and compatibility with some Glock parts, there is a significant enough change in the STK frame and slide to make it not identical to Glock. So as for if it is, I don't know. I've never tested it, but I'm very, very curious to know. Who else has done this? Someone has to have tried this already. Not seeing anything for it. Matt, if you end up doing it, man, reach back out to us, because I'm very curious to know. Gonna make me think about going and buying a new gun. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, we don't ship to the Philippines, unfortunately. Oh, geez. I mean, people can build, like this one here right in front of you, minus the optic, cost about $300. You know, depending on how much your FFL screws you over on the frame. So yeah, building a Glock clone is like 300-ish. I mean, you could build a cheaper Glock clone, of course, but I mean, then you're getting crappier parts kits or crappier slides. Damn, $1,000, that's wild. Alright, let's refresh those analytics. And we're at 673, right on. $327 more subs, and we will do our 1K giveaway. Oh, that's rough, man. For 500, that's what I can get a Glock for. Actually, I can get a Glock for about 400, but still. I mean, you know, after you get the holster or get some ammo, you know, 500. Yeah, fortunately, we only ship to the 50 states and our territories, Puerto Rico, Guam, Virgin Islands, and the Mariana Islands. Which, yes, people, we have territories too, not just states. Puerto Rico is a territory. They are Americans. Hey, Aaron McDonald, what's going on? So base rules for the giveaway are once we reach 1,000 subscribers, we are then going to schedule a live stream on probably a Friday night or a Saturday night. And then everyone who's in the live stream, so long as they are subscribed, gets entered into the drawing. We will then spin a wheel with everybody's name on it. And the winner gets the slide. And, you know, so long as the address they're at is a U.S. or U.S. territory address. But you've got to be subscribed and you've got to be on during the live that we announce for the giveaway. Alex Guzman, what's going on? Are our slides reliable? Yes. We make them out of 17-4 stainless steel. We've been doing this for a little over 2.5 years now. And most of the problems that people get are not with our slides, it's with their choice or installation of their upper parts kit. Like, for example, I once upon a time had a guy install his EDP rod in backwards and tried to say it was our slide. It's like, no. You just need to watch more YouTube on how to install your parts kits. I'm sorry, man. I wish we could. We'd have to get involved in the, what is it called? The IRTA registration and licenses for overseas shipping. Oh, I need about 327, I do believe. Hey, Tristan Spears, how you doing? 324 now, actually. Right on. Thank you guys for the subs. And for those of you that failed at history, the Philippines also used to be an American territory following the Spanish-American War. Following World War II, they became their own country again. Thanks so much, man. You have a good one. Doom Room, welcome. Dwight Smith, how you doing? Welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing. Oh yeah, we bounce around a bit. Dust Cover Actual, John Crump News, Flying Rich Firearms, DLD After Dark, Poppy the Gun Guy, Magazine Magic, Chanson 243, Below Average Utah Dad. I'm totally missing some people here right now. Stony Danza, that is a funny name. Oh, you have the White Viper. Oh, you have the Viper slide in bronze. Right on, man. Mr. Bullshitter, what's up? Just another day talking about our 1K giveaway, doing a Q&A, talking about our slides. Let's do a quick little change too. Magic trick in 3, 2, 1. Hey, look, I did that faster than the director of the ATF. Well, I guess former director now. Doom Room, thank you. We make these slides. That is a tight fit. There we go. Well, fresh out of the machine, it should be tight. Is the frame 3D printed? No. The frame is from Palmetto State Armory. It's a Dagger Compact. And let's just put that there, and here you go. Now we got our camo slide up there. ATF director just walking around with a switch. Homie G Batty up in there. The slides 3D printed? No, the slides are CNC milled. We milled them out of 17-4 stainless steel bars. Then we clean them, sand them, spray them in Cerakote, QC them, and get them ready to ship. DTTs for Delta Team Tactical? Yeah, we sell slides to them. Actually, if you go to the Delta Team Tactical website and you search Stiffler, you'll see a bunch of our slides. Yeah, we've been doing this for a little over 2.5 years now. Just a small veteran-owned and operated business out of Arizona. We sell to several gun shops and a few distributors. We have shipped slides to all 50 states and several of the territories. Do we have the Glock 43? Not yet. We are working on one. What do I think about PSAs, ARs, and pistols? I have a PSA AR, or a PSA 15. It runs fine. The PSA Dagger pistols, I've shot them. They're okay. We run, or rather we test and also run our slides on PSA Dagger frames. Yep, they do. We test our slides on Glock OEM, Polymer 80, SCT Manufacturing, and PSA Daggers. And they fit them all. And our customers have also shown us that our slides also fit on Geisler and Grit Grips. My favorite frame so far, well, besides Glock OEM, SCT's pretty good. Polymer 80 was kind of a pain in the ass, but that's a build your own kind of frame, so. Geisler was, I don't know, it just didn't feel as good. And then PSA's okay. Oh, right on, Tristan Spears. Greatly appreciated if you do. Yep, we do randomly pull slides from the machine for test firing. That's what this one here is. It's a test fire slide. It's still raw. Ensure they work. All the slides get measured throughout the process. Make sure they stay true. Oh, somebody's reaching out to me on Instagram. What is going on? Oh, got Camage. He was at Ohio's Gun Con on the panel. What's he doing? Oh, it was got Gamage using one of our slides on one of his range drills. Right on. He has one of our old SM-19 flash slides in Space Worn. Oh, that's a great question. Okay, let me remove this real quick. Okay, let's remove you off of there. Let's get you out of there. Okay. Damn, I wish I had my Glock 19 with me. It's at the shop right now. Alright, so... I want to say the Glock 19 was around 9.5, maybe a little more. 9.5 ounces. So here we'll have our slides. I actually have a scale right here, so I can... Okay. So here is our SM-19 Viper. And with the cuts and the RMR, maybe the Glock was 10 ounces. But it's coming in at 9.5. And then here we have our helmet. The helmet, which has no windows, comes in at 10 even. Same for the zoom, 10 even. Also no windows. And here we have the turbo coming in at a 9.8, which has one window. But then if we have one that has its internals, let me throw... Oh, yeah, let's use this one instead. Okay, so here we have a turbo with internals. Comes in at 14.8. So that's with the barrel, that's with the UPK, that's with the RMR cover plate. He's coming in at 14.8 ounces. Now, let's add that to the Viper, which of course has 3 windows, some cosmetics. Let's add a barrel, the UPK, and we'll have an optic on it as well. So Viper comes in with the optic at 15.2 ounces. And if we are on like Rumble or something, you guys could all just watch me doing this. But we're on YouTube. Oop, missed one. There you go. Peanut butter build. Oh, that's right. Theo's guns. Yeah, him too. Oh, yeah, no problem, Doomroom. Yeah, you know, you'd think it'd be a little more, but part of it's also the 17.4 we're using. If you used 416 steel, it'd be even lighter. Which, I mean, arguably is a good thing that it's keeping close to the original OEM weight for cycling. Especially once you add your optic on there. But if you do find that it's too light, you can also compensate by getting like a tungsten guide rod or something like that. Help add some more weight on there. My favorite out of all the ones up here, probably, if I'm going to go with design-wise, the Camo or the Lightning. But if I'm going to go with model, the Viper. But I also named the Viper, so a little bit of attachment there. But on models that I don't have up here, let's do a magic trick again. Let's take this out of here. My favorite is the Leonidas, which is currently on hiatus. We're not making these currently. We might bring it back, but... Magic trick. Back again. But thank you for asking, Ryan. Also, witches are made of wood. And if you get that joke, you might need to get, you know, your knees checked. Yes, they do, Tristan. They come with a Trijicon RMR flat optic cut. Every single one of them. Whether it's our cheapest model, the Zoom, or our most expensive model, the Viper, they all come with an RMR optic cut. Galaxy camo? Well, like stars and things like that? I think I've seen some companies do stuff like that. Though we do have one called the Space Worn, which is kind of like a distressed slide. NV Shots, what's going on? Yeah, you can get them on our website, stifflermanufacturing.com, or if you're looking for something a little cheaper, check out the pinned comment we have there for RB Tactical Market on eBay. He has some of our blems, some of our discontinued models and stuff. I haven't played Call of Duty in a while. Definitely not the most recent editions of Call of Duty. Kind of became too repetitive from game to game. It does, mostly for work purposes, but occasionally I shall game. pop on that Helldivers when I have spare time. Right on. Thank you, NV Shots. Yes, Doom Room, we do have ported barrels. So we get our barrels through ELD Performance, and we have standard barrels, ported, and threaded, all in black nitride. And we are starting to get barrels in copper PVD. It depends on what you're building. So if you're getting a ported slide, like for example this one here, you could do either or. You could do a standard barrel, which is what this one has right here, or you could do a ported. Now, ported will help you control recoil a bit. It'll help reduce felt recoil. But in low light conditions, you are going to get a big old fireball in front of your weapon. Right in your vision. So, pros and cons. And then for threaded, of course, if you're trying to do a suppressor. My everyday carry, either a Glock 19, a Ruger SR9, I've got an old 357 revolver, or sometimes I just carry a Stiffler clone. Usually one of our SM19 Hellet slides, like that red one there. Yeah, I mean, it will help you control felt recoil and muzzle flip, but yeah, it will create, especially in low light conditions, you'll notice that fireball. It'll be very evident. Well, slide port, you're going to need to have a ported... If you have a ported barrel, you're going to need to have a slide port. And so that a fun story with that one is one of our customers took one of our non-ported slides and put a ported barrel in it. He cracked his frame in half. Our slide took it like a champ because it's 17.4 steel. But his polymer frame cracked right in half. So if you're doing a ported barrel, you need a ported slide. I don't really shoot with comps. I'd say most of my standard carry is just regular. You know, not ported, just standard. Though I've seen people do comparisons between ported and compensated, and it's a mix, but it seems like more people lean towards ported over compensated. But that would require more experience on my part. Oh, dang. You know, I've never fired a 41 mag, but out of a 2-inch barrel? Damn. What about the PSA C1 and that one SIG? Do you mean the SIG P320? Now, if I remember the C1, wasn't it they were having issues, failure to go into battery? Oh, thank you, NV Shots. I think our prices are pretty fair. 145 to 270, depending on what you're getting. I think we do all right on prices. No, no. In comparison to 41 mag, 9mm is, a little baby kitten. These slides are designed for Gen 3, but you can make them fit on a Gen 4. And you can also make them fit on a Gen 5. There's multiple videos out there on YouTube on how to do it. So you can look up the process, but you're going to have to generally change out the back plate. You might need an adapter because the recoil spring assembly between the Gen 3 and Gen 4 is different. But with a little bit of modification, yeah, you can make them fit. RTT Guns and Gear, another YouTube content creator, he has a good video on swapping the 19 to the 19X, from Gen 3 to 19X. So, if you're looking for information on how to do it, it's out there. Mostly Glock kind of just changed differences between the frames. They didn't change a whole lot in the slides. Like, yeah, they updated the recoil spring assembly. They made a few changes, like Gen 5 has ambidextrous slide lock and release. But, yeah, you can make a Gen 3 fit on a Gen 5. We even see someone take one of our 19s and fit it on a Gen 5 45. Glock is Legos. Oh yeah, thanks, anytime. That's why we do these QAs. Get some conversation flowing. Yeah, see that, Pat? Yeah, there you go. Pat's doing it. Hey, 684 on the subs. Thank you so much. Oh, the SIG P365. I'm not aware of any issues with the 365 Legion. Yeah, it might be a compensated slide rather than a ported. Because just at least that was a funny one. I mean, we're glad everyone's okay, but we also take that one as a bit of pride. Like, okay, you put a ported barrel under our non-ported slide, and our slide said, okay, can I have another? But that frame crapped out hard. Their frame cracked right in half. And then they ended up taking that slide and they put it on another build, and it still runs. Gen 3 is arguably the best for modding because there's a lot of companies out there with product for it. That said, it's not that hard to make stuff fit on Gen 5s or Gen 4s. But from a marketing standpoint and from what people are selling, Gen 3. There's a lot of companies out there with Gen 3 stuff. Oh yeah, anytime. Not there's not, companies out there making Gen 4 and Gen 5 stuff. There are. Just you're going to find a lot more Gen 3 manufacturers. Eventually, we'll start making Gen 5 too as we keep growing. We just decided to start with Gen 3. Good convo. That was good convo right there. I dig that. That was good stuff, everybody. All right, let's do a quick refresh. And 684 on the subs, thank you. 33 on the likes, greatly appreciated. Oh, Utah Dad's doing his 10K giveaway thing. I forgot about that. Man, congrats to him. He's been at this a while. Yep, he needs 1,000 more dudes. We'll get there someday. Really, I should have been doing lives a lot, sooner. But we were focused on the business, not so much social media. We just ordered some PSA frames, too. I'm hoping they're going to come in this week. Get them all tested out. Hello, Afghan 2024. Our slides range from 145 to 270, depending on stripped or complete, and which model and color. We mill them from 17-4 stainless steel, clean them up, sand them, Cerakote them, QC them, wrap them, box them, and ship them. We ship to all 50 states and most of the territories. I think the only one we don't ship to is American Samoa. And that's because they made 9mm illegal. That's so sad. Like, how are you going to make 9mm illegal? Actually, as I recall, the only thing that's legal there cartridge-wise is .22 long rifle and 410, 12 gauge, and 20 gauge. Sucks to be American Samoa. So the way I understand it is American Samoa is an unincorporated territory of the United States. And they are of the belief system that as an unincorporated territory, they do not have the same rights as states and therefore are allowed to restrict the Second Amendment and not even observe the Second Amendment in their territory. Oh, they also have 16 gauge too. But all handguns, unless licensed before 1991, are illegal. Only rifles in .22 caliber and only shotguns in 12, 16, 20, or 410. And in order to get your license, you cannot list self-defense as a reason for owning it. Farming and hunting are acceptable, but self-defense is not. Yeah, American Samoa has my sorrow. So we just don't ship there because it's not worth any of that. We just don't need to deal with the BS that's going to come with that. Well, technically, I do believe our slides are legal there. That's kind of like what happened to Polymer 80, right? Is certain cities and states started suing them into the ground. So it's just like, alright, look. If you're not going to make 9mm legal in your territory, I'm not going to bother selling a slide that's made for 9mm. Actually, the specific way we phrased it, I'll pull up the warranty listing, is Stiffler Manufacturing only sells within the United States of America and the U.S. territories, and will refuse any attempt to purchase our products outside of the United States. Stiffler Manufacturing reserves the right to restrict shipping and sales to any region at any time for any reason. Stiffler Manufacturing will no longer ship to American Samoa, U.S. territory. Glock 44 slides? That's always possible. Next, we're working on the 43s. After that, I'm not sure what we're working on. Glock 44 is a 22, isn't it? Oh man, I'm getting tired. I've been up since 4 a.m. and it is almost 10 p.m. The work never ends. Oh no, 22 rifles are the only thing that are legal there. Pistols themselves are completely illegal. Unless they're grandfathered in from 1991 and earlier. And usually with grandfather laws, modifying it makes it a new. So at least, you know, from an anti-gunner perspective, an anti-2A argument is, oh, you modified it, now it's no longer original, now it's no longer grandfathered. Which is bullshit, but I don't pretend to understand all of the arguments of anti-gunners. Their perspective is commie trash. So I'm not even going to pretend I understand why they argue the things they argue. I mean, I spent 10 years in the military. I think you should all have guns. Yeah, we might do some stuff with larger calibers. I kind of want to do the 45 and the 10 millimeter. I think so. I mean, every household should probably have at least 5. A duty pistol, a compact pistol, a shotgun, a rifle, and then possibly a vehicle gun. And then, 1,000 rounds of ammunition for each, just in reserve. I mean, 5 minimum. Never said you couldn't have more than 5. There we are. Yeah, I mean, it's a start. 5 is a start. Magic trick. And for those of you that are new to us, we also have something called a slide swap program. So, here's an example. Someone had this god-awful monstrosity. Let me try and get this focused in. Look at that safety plunger. My God. The horror. The absolute horror. Anyway, in order to help them get back to the range, we swapped out one of our SM19 zoom slides for them. But it's not always just like damaged slides. Like, we have a guy right now sending us a Glock OEM slide that he's just not using in exchange for one of our slides. So if you've got a slide that, from some other slide company that broke, or you're just not happy with, or maybe you have an OEM slide you're just not using anymore and you're not interested in, feel free to reach out to us and we might swap one of our slides for yours. Case by case basis. I can't do this for everybody. Yeah, if we did this for everybody, we'd go freaking bankrupt. Like, for example, we're probably never accepting any rock slides, ever. Already did it once. Everybody should know better at this point. Yeah, buddy. Look at that camo. I mean, you can't, because I'm holding it, and YouTube Live won't let me. Oh my God. Taking off the slide was so hard. Never gonna not make fun of that guy. Switch or no switch? It's just, come on, man. He should have had like some practice rounds, like some pre-takes, some pre-practice rounds before he did that interview. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do with it, but I mean, if the RXM slide works on other frames like OEM and PSA and stuff, we might take it. It'd be great to do measurements and testing with. That's why I ordered a whole new batch of PSA frames. Something that's brand new that hasn't been fired a bunch of times already. Good for testing. It is Gen 3 compatible. I can slap that on a Glock frame. Because that'd be pretty cool. I mean, not in our case, because we're a manufacturer. I got extra parts everywhere. Plus, if you have extra parts, that just means you need to do another build. So, you get your RXM, and then you get a Stiffler slide. And then you trade in the RXM slide to get a secondary Stiffler slide. That's diabolical, sir. That is diabolical. I approve of that level of shenaniganery. All hail the shenanigans. Heck yeah, you can't just have extra parts lying. There you go, that's another AR. Oh, there we go. You go there. Who else we bring? You know what I haven't really talked about this whole live is this little bottle of Ghost Dad Tactical Lube. It is not for consumption. I have to say this before I say the next part. This smells like green apples, which means you keep it away from your kids and your dogs. I plan on trying this the next time I go to the range. But Ghost Dad Tactical Ecto Lube, and he's got a few others. His lubes range from $15 to $21. I accept your level of shenanigans, Brookside. Hello, Ryan. How you doing? And we really haven't shown off the steel bar. This is what we make the slides out of. They get milled down. Can you tell your height? I'm as tall as this guy. Whee! Oh, 5'11", thereabouts. You trade your GX or your RXM slide for a Stiffler G20. Man, it's going to be a while. You're going to be waiting a minute. It is. There's quite a bit. We do recycle the steel, though. But it all gets milled down. So here we go. Here's an example. Let's see if I can get it in frame. But yep, that entire slide comes out of there. That's the thing to do. If you're running a machine shop, you got to find a good place to scrap all of your shavings, all of your excess metal that you're milling off. You're not going to get a whole lot of money for it, but you'll at least get something. I mean, the steel costs you tens of thousands to get. At least you can get several $100 for it in scrap metal. Definitely worth it. Oh, cool. Our new patch is shipped. That's awesome. No, we have another company make the plate covers. We thought about making them ourselves sometime, and we might do that in the future. But for right now, we get them made by another company. Brake rotor filings into his tomato plants? Really? I can't even imagine why. I could understand if it was like certain wood chips and stuff, but why the metal filings? Huh. I mean, I'm not a farmer, so I don't pretend to know. Oh yeah, probably not. We were actually hoping to get more a while, and we did for a little bit, because we were able to prove exactly what type of stainless steel ours was. Because otherwise you just get dirty scrap. And we're like, no, 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 no. It is exactly 17.4 pH stainless steel. Like, here's the certificate for it. And they're like, and we're like, this is the only thing we cut in our shop. We don't cut aluminum. We don't cut anything. It's stainless steel. So initially we got a better deal on scrap, but then it went back to a crappy price. Yeah, I don't even pretend to understand it. I could imagine. I've seen some guys take like rasps and like turn them into knives. So I could see like stuff like that, being done on a farm. I just didn't think they'd take metal shavings or even iron shavings, and I'm gonna have to Google this kind of stuff. Google isn't just for memes, people. We can search stuff. Is Glock still releasing the Gen 6 next year? Man, nobody knows. There's all kinds of rumors about the Gen 6. We all know nothing. Alright, well, I've been doing this for 3 hours now, guys. So, I gotta hit the sack. I gotta get up at 4 a.m. But I greatly appreciate you all hanging out, coming in, asking questions, liking, and subbing. We are doing our 1K sub giveaway. So, once we hit 1,000 subs, we'll do a live. You guys will win a slide. Well, someone will win a slide. But definitely thank you. And as always, have a great night, have a great tomorrow, and stay 2A every day.